Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't been around for a while, but soon we'll be back to normal, or as close to normal as possible for February. It's taken longer to set things up as issues have happened, audio-wise, video camera screwed up, and a few personal things that have kind of impacted me quite difficult. So I apologise for everything. But I'm glad you guys bared with me. And you know, I promise I will strive to do more, and I will see you back on camera soon. Um, Unfortunately, I can't order a new camera until next week, so as soon as I can, I'll be back. But we're going to look at the Destination official teaser for Alien Earth. I do like the way they title all these teasers. I think it's actually pretty good. But yeah, we're going to take a look. So let's switch over. We're also going to go for it at 0.25 speed afterwards as well. So keep an eye out on that because there's some interesting things. But let's do it. Yeah, it's a very Nostromo-esque looking ship, isn't it? So we're going to forward. No, not going to let me do that. Okay, so we're going to go back to zero, go back to the beginning, and we are going to slow this down to 0.25. There we go. Going to mute it because the sound will be a bit off. But yeah, I think that is Sigourney Weaver's voice that we hear over the intercom saying about the containment breach, and I think this bug and others like it could be the containment breach. Because if you look at this corner, that some people would say that that's a xenomorph cocoon. I don't think so. I think that's a cocoon for this little guy. I think this guy came out of one of those. Because I have a feeling that this ship is, although this ship is crashing, this ship is old. I mean, look at the state of this. Like you could say that this is below decks, but we don't see it fly up. We see it flying down corridors. So this is a very old. This seems like an old ship by the state of it. Because we see lots of dust on the floors and everywhere. We see bodies, yes, we do see bodies, but we're gonna look through this. But I do think that is some sort of bug like this one. I don't think this is a xenomorph. I don't think it is a facehugger. The potential is there. It could quite possibly be, but I think this is one of those bugs that Hudson was talking about in one of his scenes. Where there's a bug hunt. I think this is one of those bugs that he's talking about. Um, but yeah, we're gonna let's go through this in at 0.25 speed. We see that this is some sort of flying bug because it does have wings and a wing case. You can see this is the wing case, the case that covers the wing to protect it, and the wing itself. So we know it's a flying insect. We know it's quite big. We know it can open doors, so it's intelligent. It opened this door. I have a feeling that this is a xenomorph cocoon. That's what I think. I think that is the xenomorph. I don't think the xenomorph caused this crash. I think a bunch of these bugs did, but the xenomorph is just there, just happened to be on board in a stasis chamber in cocoon form. Possibly. I like the idea of that. I think it fits, but we don't know a lot about it, so we don't know. But let's carry on. I mean, the fact that the camera pans to it, it's an important thing. That I do think that that is the xenomorph. I think that's why this the camera pans to it as before it goes past. It's hiding the damage. It's showing the damage of the ship. There's something there, but I can't see quite what it is. It might just be something to do with the damage. But I think there was a firefight, and I think it was a bunch of these bugs. We got some bodies here. There's a body there, and we know the xenomorph would not leave a dead body like that. A xenomorph would take the body away. So that alone says to me that that was not a xenomorph that killed him. Right. So we come around. This is a more interesting area. This is a very Nostromo style ship. We see that from the outside. I mean, when you look at the back, it's like a small version of the Nostromo. Alright, okay. So we've got this. A lot of images of a lot of stuff on the bug as it's coming around the corner. You see it fly. So I'd say that it's probably flying in low gravity. The interesting thing is this bug must be from a planet that has less gravity than Earth. Because a bug this size on Earth would not be able to fly. It would crush itself under its own weight. So, you know, it's one of those things. But, you know, literally, a bug that size would not exist. Or, you know, would not be able to survive on Earth without killing it, you know, crushing itself. Right, okay, we're going, flying around. We do a roll. And there's something here. Let's see if I can pause it. That. See that? People have speculated that that's some sort of bug. It's not. It's a water bottle. It is just literally a water bottle. Look at that. I mean, you can see the shape. It's definitely a water bottle. So we even use plastic water bottles in the future. Go figure. Recycle, mate. Recycle. But yeah. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this is because when we get to the window, see, I think this is an eye. This is one of its eyes, I think. Right, so we're at the window. There's nothing in the reflection. We don't see the reflection properly. But we see the exoskeleton. So it's definitely an insect. It's not a face hugger. I mean, if you look at that, it's very much like a spider. So maybe it's some sort of alien flying spider. Or is it a big, or is that bug itself being attacked by a facehugger? Now there's a bit of speculation. Maybe the facehugger is attacking this bug. Is that possible? I'd say so. I mean, it would go after any living creature, wouldn't it? A facehugger. I would have thought it would go after any creature of any kind. I would say that as a facehugger would go after any creature bigger than it is, because it would have to have a head that it could grab a hold of. I mean, in Alien 3 it was a dog. Well, technically it wasn't the dog. In the director's cut of Alien 3, which is much better, it's actually an ox that the facehugger gets hold of, not the dog. You see, looking at the thing, it's very much lineage from the Nostromo. It's been said that someone thinks that this is something to do with the Prometheus, because of the engine design is like the Prometheus. But I'd say no. I would say not, because this top section here, these boosters, it's Nostromo-esque. It's more like the Nostromo than the Prometheus. You got to bear in mind, it's also the Prometheus had variable engine pitch, so it could actually rotate its engine pods. Which this one, I don't think this one can. This is very much Nostromo-esque. It's like a small. I suppose in another sci-fi franchise, it would probably be this would probably be a scout ship. So it's nothing huge, but it's got 3 engines with the extra two. I'd suppose that the extra 2 engines might be the FTL, because I mean I don't know if the does it, I think FTL would exist in the Alien universe, or at least in Alien. Because even though maybe the FTL is important for space travel, so I mean ships would take hundreds of years to travel between systems, if not thousands of years. So we know that they travel between systems to get to other planets. So I reckon that this pod on the top, and we also see it on the Nostromo. I reckon that's that is an FTL drive. I think faster than light does exist, but the problem is sublight speed as well. So you can only FTL to a certain point, then you have to travel in on sublight. So um, yeah, I reckon that's possible. I reckon that pod on top is probably an FTL drive, because it's not lit up, so it's not regular propulsion. Apart from that little bit there that's lit up a little bit blue, but it's damaged. It's only on one side, so yeah. Anyway, it's a bit of I've went on a bit of a tangent there for a second, but yeah, it's very Nostromo-esque with the engine pods at the side. That third one in the middle, but that on top, I reckon that's their version of the FTL. So it's coming out in the summer. Um, yeah, I think this is pretty good. It's great to see. Just ignore this stuff up here; it's not important. Right, so we have 17,000 thumbs up. I'm going to give it one. 784 dislikes. That'll probably be the haters. Over 4 million views since January 27th, which is Monday. Yep, so in 3 days it's got over 4 million. That's more than Snow White. If I remember rightly, that's more than Snow White. Um, but yeah, burns up in the atmosphere. Series ends in 20 minutes. No, it's going to be shielded. This looked more like a trailer for a game than a series. Yes, it does. It does. It does. It does. On Earth, everyone can hear you scream. Yeah, very imaginative. I can't believe that Alien came out 46 years ago. I can. Now the Alien 3 line will make sense in this series. On Earth, everyone can hear you scream. Really? What? They made it to Earth. God help all of us. Right. It's shocking to think this will be the first time xenomorphs will be on Earth, at least in the project without predators. Yeah. Hopefully we get a trailer with actual footage during the Super Bowl. I reckon that's actual footage. I think that this teaser is essentially like the opening scene. It's like as we get in the opening credits, this for the first episode, this is airing, and we get like cut scenes, and we're gonna see aspects of this teaser in the opening scene with the credits. That's my opinion. That's what I think this is, because it would make sense. Nothing else would really make sense. I mean, this should be the opening sequence, in my opinion. Right, let's have a look at some more. An actual Alien TV series. Never thought I'd see the day. Well, it's been something that I think it's been questioned and talked about for a long time. This looks like when they started adding FMV to game intros in the 90s. Really? I think it looks pretty good. I don't think it looks like it's very well done CGI to me. Looks like we will finally know why Ron Perlman's character in Alien Resurrection said Earth is a shithole. No. I see wings and abdomen, or wasp-style legs. This is no facehugger. No, it's not a facehugger. It's a bug of some sort, and I think that, and like I said, I think this bug is actually what caused the crash. Because if it was a xenomorph, then that body that was on the steps on the ladder there, that would have been dragged away. You wouldn't see a body on the floor if it was a xenomorph, because they drag them away, right? They don't leave a dead body. They take you away. I've been an Alien fan since as far back as I can remember, and every time a new trailer is released for something related to this franchise, I get goosebumps. Coolest creature in movie history. Yeah, it is. You're talking about the xenomorph, but yeah. Finally, a new plot other than a ragtag group of astronauts going on a derelict spaceship that's infested with these bugs. Right, okay. If you say so. Will this be on Xbox Game Pass? Oh, jeez. Alien Romulus. After Alien Romulus, I'm so ready for this show. I'm in my Alien era right now. Yeah, we're in this aspect of sci-fi now. We're back into an area where we want good sci-fi, right? But yeah. Sorry about that stuff. You see that stuff? You saw all the stuff on the top, which is stuff that I've been watching like recently, and stuff that I want to get. I mean, there's a monitor that I need. There's a headset. There's an audio book that I've been listening to. Are You a Human? Anime. Computer Exchange is where I get a few things when I need to. Another story that's going away, but I've got a bunch. But yeah, I was hoping I should have made sure you couldn't see that, but it's not a big deal. What do I have? We have some notifications. We've got 4. Okay, Marvel, Hewlett. Okay, right. So you saw a lot more of my stuff than I expected, than I was hoping. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and stuck around till the end. But hey, subscribe if you haven't, and please hit the like, hit the thumbs up, and yeah, select all in the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming content. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be looking into Alien as much as possible. So whenever there's a teaser or something, I'll be going into it. We've seen an article where they show behind the scenes stuff, and we've seen that they are using CGI, but it's practical CGI combination, which is actually outstanding work. It was good stuff. Okay, so yeah, take care, stay safe, guys, and I'll see you again soon. And yeah, may the Schwartz be with you always.